na walang COPC and then yung mga estudyante kumukuha ng courses na yon tapos hindi nila alam. That's the issue. And I know you're treading on very thin political grounds, no? Kasi mga LUCs, mga politicians rin to eh, no? So how do we solve those? And sinasabi niyo meron, no? May mga ganyan kayo na detect. So how do you address that? What is the solution? Is there a way to help those LUCs at least matulungan sila ma-approve yung kanilang ma-improve yung kanilang quality? Is there such an intervention? But what intervention do we do? Ang concern ko kasi mga estudyante, no? Doon ako naawa eh. No? And ako personally, I've encountered LUCs na may mga ganyang na cases. So how do we solve this problem?
We will study that, Your Honor, because it is really very unpopular decision. For SUKS now, we already phase out hundreds of programs, but tama po kayo, and admittedly, we did not put it in the open. So we will study that. For the closing out of universities, there are those na talagang we receive complaints, and when we validated them, they still accept students. So talagang nag-close kami. Sometimes they bring us to court. Pero tama po kayo. In order to avoid and protect the interests of the students.
I don't want this also to baka one day sasabog na lang to, no? So I don't want that to, I'm preempting, no? Because based on the data that we are seeing, there are looks that are not compliant, no? So I'm preempting a possible issue in the future, no? So I'm already flagging the commission to take a look at the looks in particular. Yung mga looks ang nakikita ko eh, no? And I know these are political, you're treading on political grounds, no? Alam ko very sensitive yan. But then again, we need to protect the interests of the students. Kung meron kayong hand-holding program, tulungan na lang natin si Luke para ma-improve yung quality niya, ma-upgrade yung sarili niya, that's the best case, no? Rather than just shut down the program or shut down the Luke itself, i-handhold na lang siya hanggang mag-improve, no? Ang end goal naman natin dito, matulungan yung estudyante makakuha ng board exam or at least maganda yung kanyang kalalabasan, no? So that's the point I'm trying to make.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. We'll take note of that.
Thank you, Commissioner. Some COA items I saw in the report. Merong in the COA, there's a COA report that we saw, and it revealed TS revealed the Commission on Audit Review of the TS revealed the failure of higher education institutions to liquidate a total of 20 billion in fund transfer as of December 31, 2024. May 6 regions that failed to liquidate: Region 3, Region 4B, Region 5, Region 8, Region 9, Region 12. But ang laki ng amount. And this is for PNSL? Is this, ano ba itong 20 billion?
Your Honor, may I request the Director for Finance to answer that for Chair?
Yes, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Those unliquidated amount we transferred fund to HAIs are already, there's an ongoing liquidation workshop so that they can really liquidate, and they cannot receive the succeeding transfer without liquidating such fund. So right at this moment, as part of our recalibration and reform, we have conducted this at the regional offices, Your Honor, and this is already taken action, has action on this.
Who should be liquidating?
It's the HAI po. It's the Higher Education Institution. Yes.
Okay, and then what program is
The
this
Tertiary
important?
Education Subsidy and the Tulong Dunong po. What's transferred to
Which particular, marami sa TES, di ba? Maraming programs yun. Sub-programs, di ba?
grants po, sa grants
Sa which one? Tulong-dulong? Is it PNSL? Is it,
po. Lahat po are subject to liquidation naman.
okay, okay. And then all to be liquidated by the HEI.
Yes po.
Kanina narinig ko yung discussion yung attorney Septon. Yung itong mga TS ba diretso sa bata from Unifast or you give it to the HEIs?
Yes. Mr. Chair, yung sa process po talaga natin, of course, the default is that the payment should be released to the HEIs, no? And it's the HEIs that will have to release it to the students, no? Another option is that under the guidelines team po, it is also allowed that the payment from CHED direct to the students. And because of our encounter with HEIs, we have difficulty getting liquidation. Yes, liquidation.
20 billion.
Yes, sir. Kasi nga, under the rule po kasi, sa guidelines po natin, and even COA guidelines, is that we cannot grant succeeding funds without proper liquidation of the previous
Yes.
grants. So, ang ginagawa po ngayon ng iba nating pong mga regional offices po natin, for us to be able to disburse the funds na lang po, is that we take that option of directly releasing it to the students through for those who have the bank accounts, Mr. Chair, para direkta na po doon sa mga estudyante kasi we also have that MOA with Land Bank, no? But the default really is that it's through the HEIs po talaga dapat yung disbursement po namin. So, nagiging option lang po yon para po mapabilis po na mabigay po natin, ma-disburse po natin sa mga bata po yung grants nila kasi without the submission of liquidation, napipending po sa amin yung pag-release po ng grants po natin sa ating mga grantees.
Pag binigay nyo sa HEIs, nag-liquidate sila. Kung kanino binigay, tapos yung supporting documents ng bata, diba? So, dyan ito nangyayari, hindi sila hindi napo-complete. Ang problema ngayon, hindi nyo naman pwedeng hindi magbigay sa susunod na taon. So, nag-iipon-ipon lang siya. Tama? So how do we solve this?
Madam Chair, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's why we're conducting liquidation workshop as another approach, as another strategies other than the demand letters, because ultimately it's the grantees that are affected with this. It's
Yes,
provided
tama.
in the guideline
Right.
and it's subject to COA, Mr. Chair, na dapat maliquidate siya.
Like for example, ito, iba-ibang regions, may region 3, may iba-ibang lugar. So, hindi naman natin pwedeng hintuin yung pagbibigay doon sa particular HEIs dahil every year may bago siyang mga estudyante,
Yes.
'di ba?
Mhm.
The other students are also continuing. So,
Yes.
pero hindi to kasalanan ng estudyante, kasalanan to ng HEIs eh. Tama?
And there was
Pwede ba i-charge ng interest? Yung mga hindi nagli-liquidate, kasalanan nila ito eh.
hindi.
Penalties or ano?
Meron din kasing part
Kasi
dyan.
to be honest about it, hindi naman dapat problema yung liquidation because pag nag-submit yung bata ng supporting documents, yun na yun eh. Diba? And then they will just submit it to you. Diba? Consolidating lang sila eh. Tama ba? No? So, what's ano yung nagiging issue? Bakit hindi sila makabigay ng dokumento? These are all just documentary. Nothing out of the extraordinary. Na anyway, ang punto ko dito, lalaki at lalaki ito pag hindi ma-address. And this will not be, this amount will not disappear until the commission addresses this. No? So take a look at this liquidation issue, no, of TES. No?
Yeah. If I may be Your Honor, yeah. The problem is really there, and there are so many realities on the ground that we cannot address. But moving forward, Senator, moving forward to this, because the problem is already there. we will recognize your stand na hindi ka talaga kasalanan ng bata. And I agree with you. Kaya going forward, we're already reopening or strengthening our MOA with the land bank para diretso na sa bata. Yung and then this will streamline the process. Para po, yan ngayon ang mandate ng UNIFAS na bayaran na lahat ang mga dapat bayaran, and then we will endeavor to assist the students, qualifiers, to get the land bank account.
That's what I was going to suggest also, yung direct remittance to the students. But in a year, you have 900,000 grantees, tama? Kaya ba? 900,000 diretso? That's almost 1 million.
Yeah,
Kaya ba ng UNIFAS?
I inquired already the Land Bank Manila in one of the occasion na nag-usap kami. Kaya naman daw po, kasi ikaskid naman nila sa regional offices nila.
Okay, but from the commission, central ba or CHED region? So bumababa sa region, from the region to land bank region. Ganun ang mechanism. So kaya ba 'yon? Kaya 1 million sa bagay ang 40s is 5 million families na gagawa nila eh.
Kaya po yan.
Oo.
It's just a system.
Mas
That's why
maganda yun. I'll support that kasi para we can already eliminate itong mga liquidation issues. At least yung mga diretso na sa CHED region office to give their documents. Tama ba? Ganun ba, Attorney Septon? And then diretso na yung region, CHED region to pay to give the subsidies to the students. Okay? Is that already in place? Tumatakbo na yun?
tumatakbo na yung MOA po, pero hindi pa na-implement across region. Kaya po, and there are so many limitations on the ground sa regional offices. Kaya one of our wishes there is the digitalization of our requested 500 million plus.
Yeah, I'll go to that later, Chair Groupies, in wish list ninyo. We've already discussed the wish list on the TS part, pero meron kayong yung achieve wish list. We'll discuss that. I have some clarifications on that. So moving forward, the remittance will be directly given to the students. Okay, well, we'll wait for that policy. I think that's a good policy moving forward para hindi na naiipon itong liquidation issues ninyo. And then I also saw another COA report. Ito, COA audit also revealed that 151 million in TS payments were irregularly made to private HEIs incorrectly classified as located in PNSL in CHED Region 3. Despite marami ba tayong ganitong cases? But I also support Chairperson's review on PNSL kasi nga ang ini-envision dito kung isang locality walang public HEI, may PNSL doon, dapat doon mag-aral. Pero minsan nga merong mga extension campus, no, merong mga areas na katabi lang naman niya, ilan sakay lang, meron ng state universities. No, I've seen that also on the ground, you know. Yeah, so it's maganda ma-review rin that angle, no, so that we can use the SUCs there, no, to deliver education. But this particular COA report, ano ang action ng CHED dito?
Mr. Chair, when we had a meeting, audit meeting with our Region 3, sa Region 3 po kasi ito, ang sabi po nila is that na-identify daw po as PNSL, but we were actually part of the listahanan. So what ito po sa aming sa COA is that we will now validate po itong statement po na ito, Mr. Chair, na hindi po sila part ng listahanan, ay hindi sila part ng PNSL, but they're actually part of the listahanan. Kaya po masyadong malaki, if you would notice, 151 million.